is the PR guy at Adobe? Like, that guy needs to call me or call somebody. Get a hookup. This is not how you handle this situation.
I'm surrounded by love. I'm surrounded by love. I'm surrounded by love.
By the way, white cards save your entire workflow just from a simple piece of styrofoam, and that's why. I had a long rambling thing about AI and how companies steal your data, or how you give them access to your data, but you have to give them access to use the program. And all this comes back to Adobe being Adobe, and yeah, so I've been watching and keeping up with this Adobe, I wouldn't say controversy, but I've never seen a company mishandle something so poorly. And I watched the video the other day, and I'll link it down below. But it was really good, and the guy was saying exactly what I've been trying to say, which is they came out with very specific language. They came out and they said, we're not going to use all this data to train Firefly AI. Okay, well, I don't know what you have in the background. What else are you training? And they're training Sensei and their other products from, that free and open source licensed content is what they call it. Licensed content. And so whenever they said that, it was like, wait a minute. Licensed data? You mean like the license I gave you when I signed and I clicked agree on that whole terms of use that you popped up on screen that I had to agree to in order to use your software? I had to give you the rights for you to use licensed data. I had to give you that license. And you wonder why I don't trust anything. Now, a long time ago, I learned if you're not paying for something, if you're not paying for a product, you're the product. And so let's say Facebook. I don't pay for Facebook. You don't pay for Facebook. Unless you're running ads on it, but don't do that. But I'm not paying for Facebook, but because all my data's out there, Facebook gets a lot of value from me. They get a lot of value from every user they have, and they use that to make money, to sell ads, and to target things at people. And no matter how much out of it you opt out of, you will never opt out of enough and still use Facebook for them not to have more value from you than they are giving you. That's how companies work, and that's fine. They aren't charging. Twitter, and I refuse to call it X, I'm sorry. I will not dead name a single person who tells me their name's different. I will never dead name a person. But Twitter can go F itself. It's Twitter. It's not X. I'm sorry. Twitter comes out and like, oh, but you can go ad free for $8. That should be ad free. You're getting a lot more than $8 a month off of the data if I use Twitter, of which I'm not going to use now because F you. No. I'm sorry, no. That's horrible. That's not a good value proposition for me. And just me logging in gives you enough info for, I mean, who would want to market to a middle-aged white guy in America? Yeah, that data, yeah. Sorry. Adobe, they don't even give you anything for free. They take your data. And then they come up and they're like, oh, we're not using your, we're not using your stuff, your pictures and your images. We're just using your license data that you have to sign to use our service that you're paying for. Can someone please make this make sense? Not to mention, I'm sorry, but who is the PR guy at Adobe? Like, that guy needs to call me or call somebody. Get a hookup. This is not how you handle this situation. At all. At all. At all. It's unbelievable. Anyway, that's enough of my ranting. I had a very long video. It was like 15 minutes. I don't think anyone want to listen to it because y'all, most people don't want to listen to this one. Or the one before. Anyway, like and subscribe.